Hi guys, Alon Sage from Coils Boutique here, and this is episode 3 of how to build your own one-piece, one-of-a-kind guitar using relatively basic tools. This one is all about design. We have to establish a few ideas for this specific wood. I've written body here and neck over here. Now, if you look very closely, as you can see, this wood is very unorganized and the grain doesn't seem to work the same here as here. And I don't want any part of the wood that is the neck to change the grain position or the grain direction. So I rather this be the body just because of the small change in direction of the grain here. And the neck side, as you can see, the wood has a very specific orientation and is very constant. So we've established the concept that this part will be the neck and the other one is the body. Now we need to decide what is the top and what is the back of the guitar. As explained in episode 1, flat zones usually bent in the opposite direction over the years. So I would like to keep this side the top and this side the back of the guitar. And actually I think that putting the bridge over here will actually resonate better. That's my idea. So this is the top and this will be the bottom. As you can see, I have marked the center of the wood itself. This is the radial rings of the wood, and this would be the center. And if I keep this line over here, I'll eventually get to the core of the huge trunk of the tree. We flipped over the wood and we did the same on the other side. Now it's time to mark the wood center line. Now this is very important because we need to create great stability, and the center would be the most stable one. However, as you can see, aesthetics wise, well, this is not really the center. And if I draw a body here, I might get something that's very not as pretty as one would want. So I'll draw again the center line of the black part. Okay, now we have two lines. One is the aesthetic center and the other is the technical center. And we need to decide which compromise are we gonna do for the stability or the aesthetics. And what I think is to take just a little bit of each side and maybe we'll make the center over here, like right in the middle of it. I think this is enough for me to build a nice shape of the body and get maybe even not to get the white side in. And let's try this. Just measure these two lines and we'll try to work with this. Let's see. Okay, so this is our center line for the guitar, and all the design we're gonna make it regarding this line over here. So we make a little sacrifice and compromise for the stability of the guitar, but by not using the wood's center line, and we don't entirely work just for the aesthetics, because we really do want to make a good, high quality and very stable guitar. So we're not using the aesthetic line, we'll use something in between, and I'm pretty confident that we'll design something that's pretty and very stable and accurate, even though it's not the absolute center of the wood here. I'm going to accentuate this center line that we're working on. Awesome. Now, let the fun begin. We have this line we drew. This is the compromise between the aesthetics and the stability, and it helped me realize that I don't have to use a center line like so. I can win both sides of stability and aesthetics. If I move this line over here to the wood center as marked before, and move this line over here to the center of the body for the aesthetics, and draw a new center line, I actually win the stability of the neck because I'm closer to the center, and the beautiful aesthetics of the body by moving the center over there. And I think we're going to use this line instead of this line. It's way better for us. Now I need to start measuring sizes of the parts of the guitar. So let's take like 24 centimeters. So all of this will be the headstock. I'm oversizing everything right now, just for general idea. And the fretboard will be about between 43 and 45 millimeters. So it will be about, like so. So this is the start of the fretboard over here, and the length of the neck is about 48 to 49 centimeters. So, and let's do something in around 6 centimeters, which is more than the fretboards we're gonna build. This will be 12th fret because we're trying to make a long scale, which is 25.5 inches scale, and that means the bridge will be somewhere here, depending on the shape and size of the bridge, but this is exactly the break point of the bridge. So all of this now, here, from here actually, and here, all of this, even here, can be my body. You see? This part over here is very important for me not to touch, but all other parts of the wood are for me to design and shape and draw on, and that's a lot of wood and a lot of space to work with. Now this for us is a blank sheet of paper, and we need to design whichever idea comes to our heads. This process takes about 2 to 3 weeks usually, because we don't use any templates and we like to be very original. So watch the next minute or two and we'll just shrink the entire 3 weeks into a very small segment so you can see all the ideas that come to mind and all the drawings that we make on the body till we decide which shape it's gonna be. So you just saw a few hours that spread over about 2 weeks of brainstorming and ideas for the design, and it's about time to cut this out, but we're gonna leave some spare so we can make small adjustments as we go along. Okay, so thank you Makita for helping us make something much more manageable from this huge slab of wood. And this is the end of this episode. In the next episode we're going to talk about fretboards and truss rods, and it's going to be quite interesting. Stay tuned, subscribe and like. All the best, guys.